Ford, while claiming 80% U.S. production makes it least affected by trade issues, secretly signed a multi-billion-dollar deal with Canadian governments, Ontario and Quebec. This move shifts its next-gen electric vehicle and battery production north, relocating investment, jobs, and future supply chains away from traditional U.S. auto heartlands like Michigan and Ohio. The betrayal stung deeply. Ford, born in Detroit, made this pivotal decision without informing the loyal U.S. workers, communities, or leaders who built its legacy. Cities like Dearborn and Flint, having endured decades of hardship, expecting reinvestment, were left behind. Ford saw stalled U.S. infrastructure, rising labor costs, and unreliable domestic supply chains. Canada, however, spent a decade building a clean tech corridor with incentives, rapid permitting, lithium access, and stability. Ottawa delivered where Washington stalled. The secrecy was strategic. Ford avoided public debate until the deal was irreversible. When news leaked, it reached Donald Trump at a rally. He immediately threatened Ford with 200% tariffs on Canadian-built vehicles returning to the U.S., calling it a betrayal of American workers. This nuclear warning sent shockwaves. Ford expected pushback, not swift, targeted retaliation. Michigan's devastation. For workers and communities, the move felt like an erasure of identity. "So we meant nothing," became the refrain. Decades of union concessions and loyalty felt wasted. The state, Ford's historic home, was blindsided. Ford's previous commitments to U.S. EV investment were now routed to Canada. Canada's calculated win. This wasn't luck. Canada engineered victory through a decade of preparation. Targeted tax credits, job creation incentives, streamlined but protective regulations, workforce retraining in EV skills, and a stable, supportive environment. While Canada built the future, much of the U.S. industrial belt chased nostalgia and battled internal dysfunction. Canada offered a working system. The U.S. offered chaos. Washington's decade of failure. Ford's move filled a vacuum left by U.S. policy inertia. Successive administrations, both Republican and Democrat, failed to create a national manufacturing strategy, delayed infrastructure, and watered down EV support. While automakers begged for clarity on supply chains, emissions rules, and worker retraining, Washington delivered gridlock and culture wars. Canada simply acted. By the time the U.S. noticed, it was too late. The fallout spreads. U.S. dealership collapse. Ford dealerships face empty lots as inventory prioritizes Canada. Scarcity kills deals and customer trust, pushing buyers to competitors. Dealers face financial ruin. Labor uprising. Anger explodes beyond the UAW. Workers across industries fear they're next. Solidarity protests erupt nationwide. A decentralized movement fueled by resentment over betrayal. Congress retaliates. Bipartisan bills propose clawing back EV subsidies, restricting federal contracts, and penalizing strategic industrial defection for companies offshoring after